Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle.
Hey, episode 30, RYLA routine. We saved an even number for Chiefs leadership and
Mm.
CIT announcements. This is being recorded on the 31st. That means tomorrow is June 1st, Kyle. We went back
Yeah.
to we go back to October. We went to camp. Things were happening. We set the world on fire again. I see that awesome blanket in the background. Tommy Jane made that dude. I know
Yeah.
that. And that
Yeah, man.
t-shirt, that t-shirt sticks out.
Yeah,
That's
look at all these t-shirts, man. This is good
so
stuff.
it is good. And you got some jelly beans back there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Every
just a
day.
jar, or there happen to be a certain number in there?
Oh, there's a certain number in there. 365. 365. All those people that are watching this video should know what that represents.
Yeah, I got 365 in my office in a giant jar, and I think at some point it's going to turn in. I mean, I would nobody eats them because you shouldn't eat them, but it's just going to turn into one giant sugar cube.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but 365. And today we're going to make
Yeah.
this jelly bean count by sharing some awesome news with some awesome people. Um,
Yeah.
so you've been somebody that's come back to camp. Um, I know when I looked back, and I've got some notes here. I looked back and it says that Kyle was a camper in 2012.
Yeah.
And so I'd like for you to take a moment.
Oh,
That seems like a while back, doesn't it? 12
oh,
years.
that's 12 years ago.
And you're about to be, it seems like then you're probably about to turn 30 years old at some.
We don't have to talk about that.
I'm 41, so I mean, you still got me. But we're flying high here. So,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
2012 came to camp.
Yeah.
We talked about
April.
April.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the Ryla routine with you and I. But man, when you think about coming back and serving, um, what really is the reason why from 2012 to today you keep coming back? Because at the end of the day, all these folks. I mean, I had 70 plus essays get submitted, 70 plus applications, and what we did is we chopped it down to 52. And so, just like other years, not everybody got in. All right,
Yeah.
this is like
Yeah.
this is like the NFL draft. Not everybody gets a shot. That doesn't mean you're not good, but you just don't get a shot.
Right.
So you go in 2012 as a camper, come back in 13.
Yeah.
Man, why do you keep coming back and serve?
Yeah, I mean, it's there's so many answers I can give, right? Like we can talk about the jelly bean stuff, we can talk about the videos that play, we can talk about the past and how we're shaped, our mission, our vision, diversity bingo. Of course, you got the high ropes, the low ropes. I think the thing that really resonates with me is the fact that even though things, a lot of what we do is consistent, it gets better and it builds on each other. It builds on every year, builds on what we do and how we serve, and it just keeps getting better and better. There has not been a year that I have not come back to this and just not left saying this is the best ride that I've been to. And it started
Right.
in 2013, coming back as a CIT. I was like, wow, I didn't give this really a shot in 2012 because I was drugged there by somebody. And I came back and somebody took a chance on me, right? And it came back in 2013. I was like, wow, this is the real deal. Okay, let me see what a Chiefs like in 2014. Come back in 2014, like, man, this is the best one yet. And then you get to a point where, and we've had this conversation before, not on the video. You get to a point where, Matt, I'm coming back until you tell me I can't come back anymore. And that's where I'm at. Like, and it just continues to get better. And the impact that we have every year just grows and grows and grows. And so we can talk about the stuff we do, and that's all phenomenal. We always talk about how fun's a byproduct. Of course, camp's fun, but
Right.
the fact that we build every year and we have a solid foundation. I mean, the foundation was laid, and we have a solid foundation, and we build up every single year, and we're just going sky high. That's easy.
Yeah, I mean it is crazy to think every year it gets better.
Yeah,
And you know what? I think the programming improves, but what I will be honest with you with, what I think makes a difference the most is we get people to come back and people are bought in. And when the people are bought in, i.e. the chief CITs and leadership,
yeah,
and you get the right people, because keeping in mind early on, it was just a few people. And then we
Right.
got a lot of people, and
Yeah.
now we've got the right people. And when you talk about, hey, we could have everybody come back, but that's not going to serve a purpose. I mean, you don't need a 1-to-2 ratio for campers and staff.
Right.
Like it's leadership development. And I think talking to Jenna and Amari the past 2 weeks on the RYLA routine, talking to them, both of them saying, hey, I want to come back because I can develop myself too. I know I'm going to get something out of it.
Right.
That's important to look at. Really important to look at. So I look back at October, walking away in October. And I told Brett Ruff this a while back, and I did some math. So I went back in October and said, hey, we got the 2143, right? 2,143 campers have come through camp since 2012.
Yeah.
Just mind blowing to think that.
Huge number. That's a huge number.
And when you think about all those thumbprints, I
Hmm.
walked away from camp this year saying, hey, what I heard from CITs and chiefs and what I heard from leadership was like, we got to figure out a way to connect with kids all year round, right? And thought, a first step of that can be just this. It could be these videos that we do once a week. And again, this is the 30th video. I'm sitting here looking like 761 minutes of content,
Yeah.
averaging 20, 25 minutes a shot. But what you keep hearing is that we're accepted at RYLA. You keep hearing that you hear people say, well, my chief and my CIT,
Yeah.
dot, 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 or leadership, dot, dot, dot. What they see the process. They see the process of CITs pouring into campers, chiefs pouring into CITs, and leadership pouring into the chiefs. And they see that as an opportunity. I think that it's not just about like getting to see the game plan, but you also understand that the flow of staff, our staffing structure, supports that too. So not just coming back and just serving another year, but the opportunity to play a different, unique role in
Right.
that. And so when you talk about like a little bit, maybe real quick about your role, you go from being a CIT to a chief, and then all of a sudden I grab you and say, hey, well, as well as others, like, hey, pull some folks
Yeah.
out of the chief group because we need to grow some chiefs. Um, Tell me about that transition for you from going from a chief to like playing that bigger role.
Yeah, for me, it was interesting just because of the way that things shook out. As I actually didn't have a male chief when I was a CIT, so I was immediately bumped into somewhat of a chief role, without being a chief. So that was kind of off the bounce. It was going hard right at it. And then going from CIT to chief wasn't much of a difference because I kind of played that chief role as a CIT. So it really wasn't much of a difference for me. Now coming to coming from a chief to leadership, and when you approached me and said, I need you to take a bigger role here, I was definitely anxious, I would say, because I didn't know what that looked like. But I mean, it's been one of the more rewarding things that I've done to see the bigger picture. As a chief or a CIT, right? You're kind of looking at not the whole camp as a whole and how it all ties together. You're kind of looking at little microorganisms here and there, and you're taking things from different spots. Whereas in a position that I'm in now, I can see the whole picture and I can see it all come together perfectly. And that's part of the reason why I'm able to say I see this come together. I see it mold together, and that's why every year is pretty much the best camp that we've had. But obviously, I love what we do, and I love what I do. I love the position that I'm in. I'm very fortunate enough that you took a chance on me, and that Aaron took a chance on me to get me down there to camp to be a part of this. But it's just unreal to be able to work with so many people, including yourself, including our staff. And then when the kids get there, and more importantly, even the Rotarians that are there for chaperones and
Yeah.
and bring kids, right? Working with those people and going to clubs as I can and really talking this thing up because it's a huge passion of mine. I mean, that's definitely the biggest thing that I can say that I love the most is just networking and spreading the word of what we do at RYLA every year.
Yeah, I think it's just it takes a team. It genuinely takes a team. And I remember sitting there talking to Ron, the very first year, like, oh my dude, like I see this thing going wild.
Yeah.
And wild was at the time, it was like we serve more people, more people, more people, more people. And to me, it's serving the right people.
Right.
I mean, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like, yeah, we were running before the pandemic. It was like, dude, I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking like multiple times a year having to have camp just to fit. And like now we're at a place where like the right people, when
Yeah.
you look at this list of CITs and chiefs that I have in my hands, and you look at where the kids are coming from. Just because Mike Addington sends 30 some odd kids to camp doesn't mean Mike Addington's got 30 some odd CITs and chiefs.
Right.
Not everybody applies to come back.
Correct.
Because taking that extra step may not be for somebody.
Right.
On that side of things, but making sure we got the right people is important. So we're going to jump right in it, man. We're going to make sure we got the right people. So here's what's
This is a big day. This is a big day. This is a very big day.
Very big day. It's like the Academy Awards meets the like Grammys meets the NFL draft meets the presidential election.
We're changing some lives, man, and it makes me so happy just envisioning some of the reactions that some of these people are going to have. Because I mean, seriously, like this is a big deal. It might not seem like it, but this is a big deal, and I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped.
And there'll be some folks again didn't get in.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean we don't love you. That essay was, if you're looking for a CIT, the essay is a thing. If you were a chief, it was past performance as a CIT or past performance as a chief. And there's some folks that want to be on leadership, and you know what? We're just going to get bigger and better. That's just what's going to happen. We're going to make sure everybody's got a seat on the bus and we got the right players in the right places. So first and foremost, we're going to start with leadership. But what's going to happen is I'm going to email this out. I'm also going to put this on Facebook and Instagram, a link to the YouTube video here. All the necessary camp documents will be emailed to these same people next week, but they'll just get the video this week. But the camp documents will go out next week. Things like your ropes waiver. We're just getting ahead of everything.
Yeah.
So, CITs and chiefs have to have $100 donation as a part of their time. Leadership does not. CITs and chiefs, go to your Rotary clubs, right, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ask your grandma, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Ask your grandma,
absolutely.
Ask your grandpa, ask your pastor, ask the person that got you, that put you in the car and sent you there.
That's right.
$100 that's going to cover your meals. And honestly,
they will invest. They will invest in you, and they will invest in this 100%. But you got to ask the question.
Ask.
Yeah.
All right. So Kyle, here's the lowdown. Leadership. 4 states represented.
Ooh, okay.
7 Rotarians in the leadership team.
All right.
7.
I'm liking it. That's a good number.
7 Rotarians. If I add up the number of years of camp from the time these folks step into RYLA, it is 92 years of experience.
That's almost a century, my man.
I know you make up 10% of that though.
Okay, well, we didn't have to say that, but it's almost a century, my man. I mean,
so
like,
it is almost 100 years of service.
Yes, that's almost a century. Yes.
So first and foremost, last year we made the decision to have a media team, right?
We did, yeah.
Made sure we had great photos.
Yep.
Make sure also I'm on like a October to today streak on Facebook and Instagram where I wake up in the morning and post something. And that's because
kudos to you.
Photos. It's because of Aaron, because of Bethany.
Yeah.
So Bethany is coming back, doing some media. So Bethany Wayne. And then from there, you're invited back, just so you know.
Thank you. You're
invited back. That would have been really awkward, wouldn't it?
That would have been very awkward. Yes, that would have been tough.
Hey, by the way, this is the year I'm not asking you back. You are officially welcome back.
Yes. Remember that conversation about how you said I'm coming back until you tell me I can't? Well, you can't. So
that would have been really awkward right here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, well.
So we've got some returning leadership. We've got Piper. We got Piper over there. Some Z Young. Z Young's an author. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Z's got a book.
I did not.
Z's got a published book, and Z's book is available on Amazon. I had to check that out.
Okay.
Okay. Gator.
Yeah.
There's an alligator coming back to camp. Lucas Hatfield coming back to camp. Daniel Dunham coming back to camp. And Elijah Payton coming back to camp. Now here's where things get fun because eventually these people are going to stop coming in, and you gotta have some new folks step up.
Right.
You gotta have some folks that say, "Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for the big league."
Yep.
Dylan Mishmath stepping up, leadership,
First time, right?
first time.
Yeah.
Katie Yacht, straight out of Grove, Oklahoma,
Okay.
stepping up.
Stepping up.
Here's one for you, coming from the town of Wagner, America. Not the Roberts that forgot about me in a Tulsa World newspaper article, but Katie Roberts.
The other one. The other one that didn't forget about you.
The better sister of the two from Wagner, America.
Stepping up, but ooh.
Stepping up and coming back, leadership. Cade White. Dude can fly planes and invest.
My man.
And last but not least, Tori Middleton. So you got a grip of people coming back. You got a new group coming in, getting new roles, new opportunities. Lots of opportunities for us to look at how we can invest in groups A, B, C, and D for some new leaders. Also looking at those leaders that have been like you and me that just been plugging away, making this thing happen. How can they make it bigger and better? You know, I was looking at the math of things. People like Gator, Gator and Daniel, they're 10-year vets too. You know, so you got those two guys. You know, and now both of those guys are E-Club members too. They're Rotarians. Like, how can we help? How can they step up on that side of things? So you got Tori, Elijah, Daniel, Cade, Katie, Lucas, Kylie, also known as Gator, Dylan, Z, Piper, Bethany, and yourself. I feel like I fell back into 2016 all over again. I love it.
That's a solid group right there. That's a solid group.
That's the group that made it go.
Yeah.
That's the group that took us that got us on a plane and got us to Ibiza, got us back, set the world on fire. All of the above.
Pizza sounds great.
Yeah. I think we're having tacos tonight.
Well,
not pizza, tacos.
Struck out on that one, but that's okay.
No Ibiza, it's tacos, and it's not Tuesday. All right, so you hear that? What are your thoughts on that, there, Chief?
That's a solid group.
There's some new folks.
That's a solid group.
They have to step into a new role. There's some other folks that we're going to get to elevate into roles where, they're gonna get to, own some things at camp. That's why we're starting in July or June.
Yep.
Those dudes are gonna get to own some stuff. I can only imagine what some of those folks would do with the Amazing Race. Like, let's turn this thing upside down, make it camp wide again. Let's
braid some rope.
Yeah, let's braid some rope.
Go up to the cliff.
Some of them don't even know where the cliffs are at.
Exactly.
Because they haven't done it.
That was
2014.
That's the only reason why I know that place exists.
All right, so that's 12. How many people did I tell you we selected? Do you remember?
Nope.
52. So
that's what I said.
52.
That's what I said. It must have cut out. I said 52.
52 minus 12 gives us what?
40.
40.
40 left.
19 Chiefs, 21 CITs. Which group do you want to do first?
I think that's a tough one. I think we should change it up. And I think we should do the CITs first. Get the 21 out and leave us with 19 left.
Because that's where I had to make the cuts, was in the CITs. A couple Chiefs.
Yeah.
CITs was tough.
Yeah.
Got a good, healthy mix of males and females. And if I butcher anybody's name, guess what? It's probably because it's the first time I've said it out loud, because last year you were a camper. So Kyle and I.
No disrespect.
Yeah,
no disrespect.
Hype. Like, Kyle's gonna have to act hype here. We're gonna do something excited because, like, most of these folks, like, I've seen your picture, I've read your essay, but I may butcher your name. Do you want to go from the bottom or the top? And they're in alphabetical.
They're alphabetical. Go from the bottom.
First name. Okay. Stephen Lane Lyon from Nevada. Riley Dostal from the Rogers County Rotary Club. Quentin Moore from Tulsa South Side. I think he's a McLean kid. Kira Rowe from Miami. Mike Addict's on the board. Kieran Orphan from Bartlesville. Keela Dixon from Miami. Kaylee Adams from Miami. Catherine Little from Bentonville, also known as Walmart. James Wingate from Nevada. You know, some people would say Nevada. I think it's Nevada.
I also said Miami, so
yeah, Miami, Nevada. Got all of them. Hunter Ryan from Keys. Speaking of Keys.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm out. I'm out. Can I get something here?
I don't got a flag. You got a flag?
I do.
Don't leave your car keys laying around camp.
Do not leave your car keys laying around camp. Those things will disappear right here, baby. There's your flag on the plate.
Penalty flag.
Right
All
there.
right. So then we got amazing Hillary Bird from Parsons, Kansas. I met her about 2 Thursdays ago. Really awesome.
SEK.
Hayden Porter from Iola. Griffin Westervelt, Iola, Kansas.
Let's go.
Emma Maple, Miami. Alana Sanders, Miami. Caden Alford, Webb City, Carl Junction. Bryceland Vandiver, Miami. Brett Baker, Sand Springs, America. Home of Tom Cobb Rotary Club. 20-year vet, Tom Cobb.
Tom is the man.
Bethany Merrick, Parsons. Two folks from Parsons there. Ashley Hartley from Miami. And the last CIT is Alex Donnelly from Iola. So Iola's got 3 representatives there.
Iola's was it 3 or 4?
3 from Iola.
Oh, okay, I'm
just one. Iola. You got 2 from Parsons. Probably 5, 6 from Miami. When you look at Keys and some other places that Mike supports, 21 CITs, baby.
21
thumbprints right there. Impacted last year, coming back.
Yeah.
So, get to the Chiefs. Hey, there's 3 Rotarians in the Chief group. How about that?
Let's go. How about that?
Keep in mind, Chiefs, that'd be a college. Talking kids that have basically graduated, right?
Yeah.
These are folks that have just graduated, most likely. They were campers in, some of them were campers in 23, means they were a junior, came back in October, was a CIT, and they're going to graduate and be college freshmen. And 3 of those are Rotarians.
Fantastic.
Pretty cool. You want to go from the top or the bottom?
Let's go from the top this time.
All right. This was a good RYLA routine with these 2. So we got Abigail Hutchcraft and Autumn Hutchcraft. We got Amari Tudor. She did the RYLA routine last year.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney Benedict, Mount Home, America. It's out there by Flippin. Home of Rick Steiner. Elijah Robertson. Elizabeth Reeves, Joplin. Finley Lowry from Flippin. Flippin still.
I love Flippin.
How about Harper Meehan from Pryor?
Yeah.
Harper's a good one. Harper's a really good one. OK State, I think she graduated this past month too. Jackson Smith from Bixby. Jenna DeLay, Rotary Club of Mount Vernon. Her RYLA routine was interesting. Her grandfather was a Rotarian, and she's in Rotary in Mount Vernon. Leah Mitchell, Bull Shoals, that's out by that Flippin area too. Got a big Flippin lake in Bull Shoals.
Yeah.
Linda Bartok, she's all right.
That's tough.
Martha Castillo, Parsons. So Parsons got a chief as well as CIT.
Yeah.
Got a Onedo Chica coming back. Exchange student, Rogers Rotary coming back. Ricky Rodriguez, straight out of Tulsa McLean. Here's a good one, and I got to show you this. When you get an envelope, okay, and somebody has drawn, can you see that?
The wall.
What's on the front of that envelope?
The wall.
Look at the back of that envelope.
That's money. Like, that's a money envelope.
Miss Sammy Nichols.
I wouldn't have even read the essay.
Coming back.
That's money.
Back.
Money.
I mean, she drew on the envelope. She drew the wall
Yes.
on the envelope. That's not why she's coming back. But I was like, give somebody bonus points. Give them bonus points.
Yes, yes. Bonus points for days. Shout out. That is phenomenal. That looks just like that sign, Matt.
It does.
I mean, that's money.
Crushed it. Sid Ruckman. Wendy Kidlow. And last but not least, in unalphabetical order, because I didn't want to say it, Serial is coming back. Tyreek is coming back.
What?
Tyreek Gilkey is coming back. I
What?
see this. Yeah. He says, put me back in, coach. Division.
I'm ready to play.
NCAA athlete says, I want to be back. I want to lead folks. I saw him a couple weeks ago on Facebook. He's doing some stuff with NCAA, like they do like diversity and equity conferences, and he got selected to attend, and like all about being positive. But you know what? Serial is coming back.
Breakfast is going to be off the chain this year, man.
So,
come on.
52 folks, Kyle.
That's crazy.
52 folks. CIT's Chiefs leadership.
Making an impact, dude. Huge impact.
We talk about RYLA routine. You know what the cool thing is now? The cool thing is that now CITs and Chiefs are selected.
Yep.
Between today, which is going to be 6/1, which is June 1st, and October 17th is the day campers arrive. We're going to arrive on the 16th.
Yep.
Between today and then, we got a really good chance at having some awesome RYLA routines now that folks know they got selected.
Absolutely.
And we know who got selected, and we can get to know a couple of these folks. Because what I think I'm going to do is start trying to do a little like tag team, like get some of these CITs that we don't know, and start putting 2 or 3 of them on screen at the same time, and we can just fire off questions.
Money.
We get to know these folks at a really high level. The other thing we're going to do is, now that it's June 1st and we've got 4 full months, is we're going to start bringing together the CITs and Chiefs and leadership probably once a month and putting them on Zoom and just having a conversation. Like, we're going to get folks ready.
Yeah.
It's going to be RYLA boot camp before you get to camp.
Best one yet, baby.
And we're going to make it because we got the right people on the bus.
We do.
Somebody forced you to get in a car with a Rotarian you didn't know and said, hey, you're going to camp. And guess what? All these people said yes.
Yep.
And all these people were scared to death of that tunnel.
Oh, yes.
People still went through that tunnel. All these people went over that wall. All these people got a hold of that paracord and hated it. All these people agreed and disagreed. All these people got to do low ropes. Some didn't do high ropes, but they got to do it when they came back as a chief or a CIT. All these people got to have all the awesome interaction with all the great leadership, all the great chaperones. I'll start letting chaperone folks know here in the next couple of weeks, like, that we need them and they're in. We got a grip of chaperones, man. We got a new crop. We got some folks that want to come, that are in, ready to go. We got some folks that are coming back again. Tom Cobb, 20 years.
Unbelievable. Talking about making an impact, making a change. That dude is unbelievable.
Unreal. I went to district conference back a few weeks back, and Tommy Jane got an award. When I was there, I ran into people like Mike Bibby and Dorothy Wall, and life happens. And I ran into those guys, and like all they said was like, I think about you guys all the time. And like, even though I'm not at camp, like I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. I'm hoping for the best. And it doesn't mean folks have to be at camp, but I can tell you right now, what you and I both know is 52 folks are going to change some lives.
Mm-hmm.
52 folks are going to invest. Our chaperones are going to invest.
Yeah.
Here in the month of June, I'll start sending out like needs or camp, like, hey, we need somebody to sponsor the backpacks, somebody to sponsor notebooks, not notebooks. Mike Addison's got a grip of them in his house. He already showed me. Things like that. So like I'm sitting here like we'll start asking for donations here this month, start getting some things taken care of. Again, I as a completely unbiased individual am so happy and so proud of the work that was put into these essays.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like I'm sitting here like, I mean, that's who got selected. You know, I mean, mission statements. To say my personal mission statement is to live authentically through integrity, compassion, and empathy while striving to make a positive difference in the lives of myself and others.
Yeah. So be it.
You know, just some awesome people. Super excited to have these people at camp. Again, when you find this out, just let people know. Throw a picture of RYLA on your Facebook page or Instagram or whatever and say, hey, I got selected to go back.
Yeah.
Get ready, October 17th through 20th of 2024. It's going to be lit.
It's going to be hype, man. Be proud of this. This is super exciting, man. This is the start. Selection, this is coming out tomorrow, even though we're filming it on Friday. Selection Saturday, that's the start. The grind starts now for us to elevate this thing to be the best camp. When I walk out on Sunday again, I'm going to be saying, man, this was the best camp yet. And it starts Selection Saturday, June 1st. It's going to be amazing. Oh, I'm so excited.
And you know what, Kyle? I just thought of something. You got a shirt behind you that says, why not you? And there's also some people right now that are like, there's a little bit of fear. Like, oh, man, you're going to ask me to do something I've never done before.
Yeah.
And you know what? At the end of the day, you were chosen for a reason.
That's right.
We chose you.
That's right.
You didn't get to choose us. We chose you.
That's right.
You raised your hand and said, I think I want to. We went through this and said, we want you.
Yeah. And that's something to be proud of.
I'm super proud of the process. Again, if you didn't get selected, sorry. If somebody backs out, we got alternate opportunity, but we'll be sending out information looking for people to send me back stuff as soon as possible so we can get this process going. Background checks, child abuse prevention, all the things we got to get done. It's a new year, so everybody's got to go through a new background check. Everybody's got to go through the online child abuse prevention training.
Yep.
Got a new youth protection officer in the district, so I know she's willing to help out as much as possible. I know me and Brett's going to run in to start recruiting clubs with Mike Addison. So if there's clubs that haven't been sending kids, we're going to go hit them in the mouth. This will not be the biggest. This will be the best. And I'll say that every year because that's the only way we know how to do it is we know how to do it one better than we did it the year before.
That's what I'm saying. Right there.
And I mean, I'm just sitting here talking about it, thinking about it, man. Like, so excited to see new people do the hat skits, see new people do all these things to make a camper's life great, to give an experience to somebody that's never had it. To just be kind.
Yeah.
Show people that it's okay, that smiles are free, and it's okay to be kind. Change starts with you. And guess what?
Go.
It'll be mania.
I already knew it was gonna be mania. You said a RYLA shirt, and I said that guy ain't having a RYLA shirt. It's a RYLA mania shirt.
It'll be the amazing race. It'll be a wall. It'll be something for everybody. And we're gonna make sure that the leadership team invests in you. I'm gonna invest in the leadership team.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure that everybody knows that not just RYLA District 6110, but the people that touch the lives of people in our district through Rotary and through RYLA will relentlessly give you everything we have to make you the best person we can make you, not just as a camper, but as a chief or CIT or leadership staff. So, Kyle, you got anything in closing before we tie this thing up? I'll post this. I'll post lists of who got in. You see a friend's name on this list on social, go ahead and tag them.
Yeah.
Make this thing go somewhere. Tell people about the awesome things that are going to happen in October in Welling, Oklahoma.
That's right. That's right. That's money. I'm super proud of everybody. Obviously, man, like I said, we're going to get the ball rolling tomorrow and it's going to take off from there. I'm just super excited. I'm ready. You better be
Awesome.
ready too.
Well, I'm Matt.
I'm Kyle.
RYLA Routine, 30 episodes, 30,
Number 30.
episodes,
That's
365
crazy.
days of jelly beans. We have accomplished,
Yeah.
again, 761 minutes of content around being kind, being genuine, and honestly, just being an awesome person, just being you and being
Yeah.
uniquely you, for 30 episodes with 30 great people. And I look forward to doing more, knowing that we're going to get to October and we're going to have an opportunity to say, you know what, we did it for a year and roll into camp and just make it the best one ever, brother. I appreciate you, Kyle, for giving me your day, man.
Of course.
And appreciate all of you. RYLA Routine episode 30. Stay blessed.
Peace.